Welcome to this week's security brief for week 25. Make sure you are subscribed for future content. To our first story, a 22-year-old British national identified as a key figure within the notorious hacking group Scattered Spider was recently apprehended in Palma de Mallorca, Spain. This individual is accused of orchestrating a series of sophisticated SIM swapping attacks that targeted 45 U.S. companies, leading to substantial financial losses estimated at $27 million in stolen cryptocurrencies. His arrest was executed on May 31, 2024, at Palma Airport, just as the suspect was boarding a charter flight to Naples, Italy, came as a result of an international collaboration spearheaded by the FBI. The Spanish police, acting on an international arrest warrant, seized his laptop and mobile phone, which are now subject to forensic analysis for further evidence. The operations led by this cybercriminal involved phishing techniques to obtain access credentials, which were then used to compromise company networks and cryptocurrency wallets. Scattered Spider, the group to which he allegedly belongs, is known for its ties with the Russian-speaking Black Cat ransomware gang, and has been involved in high-profile cyberattacks, including a disruptive assault on MGM resorts. This arrest highlights the ongoing efforts by international law enforcement agencies to combat cybercrime and the growing threat posed by sophisticated hacking groups worldwide. Moving on to the next story, Panera Bread, the popular American fast casual chain, which faced a significant ransomware attack in March. Sources reveal that Panera Bread likely paid a ransom after crucial systems and data were compromised, affecting its operational capabilities nationwide. The cyberattack, which transpired in March 2024, saw the encryption of virtually all Panera's systems, from their website to internal databases. Initially, the attack's details remained under wraps, but recent internal communications suggest that a ransom was paid to mitigate the damage and secure the deletion of stolen data. This breach disrupted Panera Bread's day-to-day operations and posed a severe threat to employee and customer data, with personal information such as names and social security numbers compromised. The company has since begun issuing data breach notifications to affected parties. The anonymous sources and an internal email from a senior executive at Panera hint at the payment made to ensure the deletion of the stolen data. However, this cannot be verified for certain. This situation reflects a troubling trend where businesses are forced to negotiate with cybercriminals, facing tough decisions about whether to pay ransoms to protect sensitive data. Moving on, two men, Sagar Steven Singh and Nicholas Cariolo, both members of a hacking group known as Vile, have pleaded guilty to breaching a federal law enforcement database. This egregious act was part of a broader blackmail scheme where they exploited stolen personal information from those they targeted. The breach involved using stolen account credentials of a police officer to access sensitive records, which they then used to extort victims, demanding payment to prevent the release of their personal data online. Their criminal activities included threats of violence and demands for social media account credentials, which Singh would later sell for profit. The U.S. Department of Justice disclosed that these crimes led to significant repercussions for the victims and compromised the integrity of law enforcement operations. The guilty pleas entered by Singh and Cariolo mark a crucial step in addressing this breach, with sentencing expected to range from 2 to 7 years in prison. Next story. Medibank, one of the largest health insurers in Australia, suffered a massive data breach, the details of which are laid bare in a scathing report by the Australian Information Commissioner. This cyberattack, unfolding from August to October 2022, allowed hackers to infiltrate Medibank's systems and steal sensitive information of approximately 9.7 million customers. This breach included personal and health-related information, leading to an unprecedented invasion of privacy. The investigation revealed that a contractor's compromised credentials, stored insecurely on his home computer, were the hacker's entry point. Despite clear signs of suspicious activity detected by the company's endpoint detection and response software, the alerts were not adequately addressed, allowing the hackers to siphon off 520 gigabytes of critical data. This report underscores the grave consequences of neglecting essential security measures such as multi-factor authentication, which was not enforced on Medibank's VPN, facilitating the cyber attack. This incident serves as a stern reminder of the necessity for stringent cybersecurity protocols across all sectors, particularly in healthcare. Moving on, an incident involving AMD, the renowned chipmaker, which recently found itself the target of a significant data breach. This episode of cyber intrusion came to light in June 2024, when sensitive data purported to belong to AMD was spotted for sale on a hacking forum. The breach potentially includes critical AMD data, such as details about future products, employee databases, customer information, and financial documents. AMD has confirmed their awareness of the claim by a cybercriminal organization about possessing stolen AMD data. They are actively collaborating with law enforcement and a third-party hosting partner to assess the extent and impact of this breach. The suspect, known by the moniker Intel Broker, is infamous for past significant breaches, including those affecting U.S. government entities and international law enforcement agencies. This situation raises considerable alarms about the security measures protecting sensitive corporate data and the ongoing threats posed by cybercriminal networks. To the next story, Advance Auto Parts, a major player in the automotive parts industry, has confirmed a substantial data breach impacting employee information. This incident was first identified on May 23rd, when unauthorized activity was detected in a third-party cloud database containing company data. Earlier this month, sensitive information, including social security numbers, government identification numbers, and email addresses of current and former employees and job applicants, were found being offered for sale on a hacking forum. The company has engaged with law enforcement and begun notifying those affected, offering free credit monitoring and identity restoration services as needed. This breach not only compromises personal data, but also places financial and personal security at risk, with Advance Auto Parts incurring about $3 million in related expenses. This event underlines the critical importance of securing sensitive information and the devastating impact of cyber vulnerabilities. Moving on to the next story, the manufacturing operations of Crown Equipment, one of the world's largest forklift manufacturers. The company confirmed a cyber attack earlier this month that forced a shutdown of all IT systems across its 24 manufacturing plants in 14 locations globally. This breach, which occurred around June 8, 2024, was orchestrated by an international cybercriminal organization. The attack began after an employee inadvertently compromised security protocols, allowing the hackers to install remote access software on their device. The immediate effects were substantial, preventing employees from clocking in, accessing service manuals, and, in some cases, halting the delivery of machinery. Despite the severity, Crown Equipment's pre-existing security measures were somewhat effective, limiting the extent of data access by the criminals. The company is currently working with cybersecurity experts and the FBI to mitigate the situation and has started restoring their systems, aiming to resume normal operations soon. Next news story, in a significant cybersecurity development, the Linux version of the RansomHub ransomware has been specifically tailored to target VMware ESXi environments, impacting corporations worldwide. First detected in April, this ransomware variant is a product of a ransomware-as-a-service operation known for its affiliations with notorious groups like ALPHEV Black Hat. The attack leverages vulnerabilities within VMware ESXi servers, commonly used to manage virtual machines, to encrypt data selectively, focusing on files essential for server functionality. Notably, this variant only encrypts the first megabyte of larger files to speed up the process, leaving a distinct footprint. Interestingly, cybersecurity analysts from Recorded Future have identified a simple yet effective defense against this ransomware, creating a specific file in the system that triggers an endless loop within the ransomware, effectively neutralizing the attack. Moving on, President Biden has officially banned Kaspersky antivirus software in the United States, citing national security concerns. This prohibition, announced by the Department of Commerce's Bureau of Industry and Security on June 20th, targets the U.S. subsidiary of the Russia-based cybersecurity firm Kaspersky Lab. This comprehensive ban affects the sale, distribution, and update of Kaspersky's antivirus and cybersecurity products across the U.S. It stems from long-standing suspicions that Kaspersky could be exploited by the Russian government to gather sensitive U.S. information. While Kaspersky has consistently denied any wrongdoing, the U.S. government's stance reflects heightened tensions and the prioritization of cybersecurity in national defense strategies. Consumers and businesses are now urged to transition to alternative security products by September 29, 2024, when the ban fully takes effect. This decisive action underscores a major shift in the American cybersecurity landscape, with potential ramifications for both global cybersecurity practices and geopolitical relations. Moving on, the Tor Browser 13.5, which brings significant enhancements to its Android platform and improved bridge management for all users. Released on June 21st, this update focuses on making the browser more user-friendly and efficient at circumventing censorship without compromising the privacy features that users rely on. Tor Browser, known for enabling anonymous browsing through a network of volunteer-operated servers, has introduced adjustments to its bridge management system, which helps users connect from restrictive countries. The update also includes a redesigned error messaging system for better clarity and an improved letterboxing feature to protect against tracking via screen size for Android users. The update marks a significant step towards parity with the desktop version, including an overhauled connection experience and enhanced access to Tor logs for troubleshooting. These updates are crucial as Tor continues to be a vital tool for privacy-conscious users globally, particularly in environments where free access to information is restricted. To the next news story, a significant cyber incident affecting CDK Global, a key software provider for the automotive industry. On June 22nd, CDK Global experienced a major IT outage across North America, disrupting operations at numerous car dealerships. This outage was caused by a ransomware attack executed by the BlackSuit ransomware gang, known for its sophisticated cyber operations. The attackers demanded a ransom to provide a decryptor and to prevent the leak of stolen data. While CDK attempted to restore services, they faced additional challenges, prompting widespread operational disruptions. Major dealerships like Penske Automotive Group and Sonic Automotive reported severe impacts, resorting to manual processes to maintain some level of functionality. This attack not only highlights the vulnerabilities in critical industry software systems, but also underscores the broader implications of cyber threats on everyday business operations. CDK Global is currently negotiating with the attackers, with the situation still developing. To the last story, Los Angeles Unified School District, which has confirmed a major data breach involving its Snowflake account. On June 6, 2024, the district became aware of a threat actor offering student and employee data for sale, prompting an extensive investigation. The breach has been linked to compromised multi-factor authentication settings across several Snowflake accounts, affecting at least 165 organizations. The stolen data includes sensitive details such as student names, family information, financials, grades, and more. Initial findings indicate that no district systems or networks were directly compromised, with the data likely maintained by external vendors using the cloud platform. 2 separate threat actors have been implicated, with data being sold for up to $150,000. This breach has raised alarms about the security measures surrounding educational data and the broader implications for students and staff. Los Angeles Unified is now working closely with the FBI and other agencies to address this breach, which has already seen some of the stolen data released for free on hacking forums. That's it for this week's Security Brief. Make sure to share and subscribe for future content. See you soon.